Hello everyone. So today in this video, I'm going to be talking about which 4-star character should you pick in the version 5.3 of Genshin Impact. As we all know that in the version 5.3, we can select one of the free 4-star from the Liyue selector. All of these characters are from Liyue, and we can pick one of our choice. So I will be sharing my opinion. I'll be giving my suggestion which character will be better for your account. So if you are new to the channel and you just found me on YouTube, I am a gacha content creator. I mostly play all types of gacha and upload various gameplays on it, and also play some AAA games as well whenever I get time. So if you like this type of content, please do give me a like and subscribe to the channel, and let's get started. So first of all, we're going to talk about this new Anemo character that we are about to get. She is a shielder, and she basically she souls like she has a mechanic where she can soar like Kazuha. So whenever you do Kazuha soar, like when you do E with Kazuha, he can group the enemies. He can group the enemies together, and I think this character, the 4-star character, is like she's like a 4-star version of Kazuha. And she also provides shield, and her shield is very strong. So this new 4-star character will be available in, I would say, in the second phase of the banner when Arlecchino and Clorinde comes. So in my opinion, if you have all these characters in your account, then I would say picking this character would be a really good choice for your account. Depending on if you have C6 Xingqiu, if you have C6 Xiangling, and yeah, if you have those characters, then I would say going for this new 4-star character would be really nice. It really depends. If you have Xiangling, if you have really C6 Layla or C4 Layla, like if you have a pact of shielders, then you might just skip this character or pick anyone that you like. So it really depends on your account. But I think she is very good. She'll be very useful for your account, and I highly recommend her. Only get her if you are planning to pull on the second banner in the second phase. So if you're pulling in the second phase, like either pulling for Arlecchino or Clorinde, then picking this character would be wise. If you're not going on the second phase, then I would say picking this character would be not a good option, unless you are a character collector. That's a whole different another thing, but that's not going to help you for your account. But in my opinion, I think only pick this character if you're pulling for Arlecchino or Clorinde, either of those two characters. All right, let's talk about Gaming. Gaming is a very highly constellation reliant character. He really needed constellation, and he gets really better with constellations. And the team that you run him on the Gaming team, they also require a lot of constellation. So he's a very constellation-oriented character. Gaming, only pick Gaming if you really want his constellations. Other than that, I don't think Gaming, if you have a C0 Gaming, I would not recommend going for C1 Gaming, because that's not going to change a whole lot of things. Of course, you can collect his constellation one by one. But if you have a C5 Gaming, then I would say go for C6 Gaming. Only pick Gaming if you have C5 Gaming. Other than that, I would not recommend picking Gaming. If you have either C4 or C5, go for C6. You can go for Gaming, definitely. Now let's talk about Xingqiu. If you have C5 Xingqiu, just go for it. Just don't think about it. Go for it. What are you waiting for? Just freaking go for it. Simple as that. Xingqiu is amazing character. Now, if you have a C4 Xingqiu, you don't need to get C5. Only pick Xingqiu. If you have a C3 Xingqiu, go for C4 Xingqiu. If you have a C5 Xingqiu, make him C6. Only pick Xingqiu if you have C3, either C3 or C5. Because C4 Xingqiu and C6 Xingqiu is one of his best constellations. So make sure you keep that in mind. Now let's talk about Beidou. Beidou is an amazing character. Alright, Beidou is a very good character. You can use her in most of the Overload teams. She shines in Overload team. but she also really heavily reliant on her constellation. Now, with the Beidou case, I would say only pick her if you have a C5. If you have a C5 Beidou and you need one constellation of her, you can go pick her. And let's talk about let's talk about our character Chongyan. I would not bother picking him up for anyone. Just don't pick him up. Save your misery, don't pick him up. Alright, now let's move on to the next character, Ningguang. Now, ever since Xiangling came, Ningguang has highly got better and better. Because of the 36% resistance increase, that buff actually really helps Ningguang. And she's a Geo, and it really does help. So, only pick Ningguang if you have a C5 Ningguang and you are missing one constellation. I would definitely recommend Ningguang. If you are missing one constellation, make her C6 and she will do ton amount of damage. Now let's talk about Xiangling. Only pick Xiangling in two conditions. The number one, the most important thing is if you have a C4 Xiangling, if you have a C3 Xiangling on your account, you need, I repeat, I highly repeat, go make her C4 because the Pyronada of her elemental burst, the duration increases for a longer period of time. So that really makes her an insane character. So make sure you go and pick Xiangling if you have a C3 Xiangling. If you have a C5 Xiangling, just go make her C6. Simple as that. Alright, your priority should be making Xiangling your C4 if you have a C3. If you have C5, just make her C6. But overall in Xiangling constellation, her C4 is one of the strongest. And I highly recommend if you have a C3, go for it. Make her C4. Don't bother with any other characters, just make her C4 and you will see the result. Alright, now let's talk about Yaoyao. Yaoyao constellations are not very that good. Like, it's only minor improvements on Yaoyao constellations. So I would not recommend anyone to pick Yaoyao. Alright, just don't bother with. She's a decent character with decent amount of healing. And she has a very small AoE of when she does her elemental burst. She's a very decent character. But I would not recommend anyone for their account. Yaoyao is a good selection, you know. But she's not going to really benefit in the current meta that's going on right now. I would not recommend picking Yaoyao. It's just not good for it. Right? Let's talk about Yanfei. Yanfei is a very good character. I feel like Yanfei is one of those characters that really does tons of amount of damage. I can highly recommend Yanfei. And you can make Yanfei work. If you have a C0 Yanfei, you can go for C1 Yanfei. Yanfei is a really good character. She does a lot of damage. She's a catalyst character, and she has a very good range of where she can throw fire at the enemies. She's a very good catalyst. I really like. I need to build my Yanfei because she's C6 on my account. She's really good, and she really shines in the Mel team, Overload team. I still need to test her in the Wave team. I haven't tested it yet, but she's really good. So only pick Yanfei if you have a if you have a C0 Yanfei. Our C1 constellation is really good. Our C1 and our C6. So you can definitely go for Yanfei. If you are a real Yanfei lover, and if you have C0 Yanfei laying around in your roster, you can definitely go and just make Yanfei C1. At C1 you can make her work. She will do damage, and yeah, you can definitely. Yanfei is good for your accounts. You can make a really good pyro DPS. Now let's talk about Yunjin. Yunjin, right now her value is kind of okay. Yunjin is really good. If you want to boost your normal attack character like Hayato, or normal or charge character like Hayato, Hayato, Yoimiya. Like, if you want their any character that scales through normal, does damage to normal attack, Yanfei C4 really increases their damage boost of normal attack. So only pick Yunjin, and not Yanfei, my bad, Yunjin. Only pick Yunjin if you have a C3 Yunjin. C4 Yunjin is really makes her a really good support, and she really buffs the normal attack characters who scales the normal attack and does damage to the normal attack. Then I would say Yunjin. Only pick Yunjin if you truly want to utilize your normal DPS character, their damage. So I would say Yunjin is a good pick if you want to make her C4. If you have a C3 Yunjin, you can definitely go and pick C4 Yunjin and really make her a good support buffer who can buff damage dealers who scale through normal attack and does damage to them. And also, I think Karamush also does as well. So I think she's really good. Wanderer, yeah, Wanderer. Yeah, she's really good. Wanderer also does damage to normal attack. You can buff him as well. So yeah, I mean, definitely pick Yunjin if you have a C4 Yunjin. Just go make her C4, and she's going to be really good. Great support of her. Okay, the last character, I would not recommend her. Just not that great for your account. Anyways, that's it for the video. And yeah, if you guys enjoy it, please make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.